Hello again, everyone. Those of you who are subscribers to my channel may well be familiar with my granddaughter Cleo, who has helped me with a couple of videos in the past. And her imaginative play is amazing. And I went downstairs and in one of our empty decanters, I discovered it was full of buttons. I don't know what she was playing, but it was full of buttons. So as I was putting them away into my button box, I don't know if any of you have button boxes. I've had one ever since I've been married, I think, or even before. My mother used to have one. And as I was looking through the buttons, I saw some of these. And I thought, you know, I could use some of these buttons instead of wax seals. So I brought some upstairs and I started to have a bit of a play. I chose buttons that had got an embossed surface, an engraved surface, and a shank on the back so that they could be held to put into the wax. Or, if you don't have wax, you may have a glue gun and you could do it with hot glue. So these are some of the ones I had a go with, had a practice with. This one, it's just got a sort of fabric type piece in the middle. And I thought, well, that would be rather a nice frame or mount for a little something. And I cut out a butterfly. And I thought that might look quite nice on a card. Maybe this is some new pellets. I bought wax pellets. These are bronze. But I thought it might look quite nice with a little bit of my good old faithful gold gilding wax just around the edge, perhaps. This little butterfly is a tiny little Gummiapan one, you can imagine, very small. So that was the first one I did. And then this one's got, it looks like a crown or something, or a mitre, or I don't know quite what in the middle there, but there's a bit of, you know, interest. I think it might be a shield, not sure. But again, this would look nice highlighted with a little gilding wax. This one is just slightly domed. I don't know if you can see that. And when I did that one, I must have pressed a bit too hard, but it went right through. But I can chop it up and put it back in a spoon and remelt it. But the design on that one is absolutely lovely. But a little bit, a heart-shaped bit actually, is just fallen out. I wonder if that would look nice with a... Actually, it doesn't look bad with that bit missing. Anyway, that's beside the point. These two I brought up, but I think these two may well be a little... Oops. Too domed. I'm not sure. But these ones, what my mum used to do was, if anything was going to be sent to the, you know, the rag and bone man for recycling, she would cut off all the buttons and she would put them on a bit of thread and she would send them to me. Any cardigans that had worn out, she would send me the buttons. And when the kids were small, lots of buttons were very often recycled from something else. So I've got two sizes here of similar buttons. So I will just cut this and we'll perhaps use one of these this time and see. So here's my little furnace. People have said to me that you can do it just as easily with a heat tool. But I'm going to use my little candle. This little spoon has been used before, but I'm going to put another couple of beads into it from my bronze ones. I bought some bronze ones, and some white ones, and I've got the deep red ones that I bought the other day. So I might get one more colour maybe, but I'm not going to go too mad in the near future. What I was thinking was I could, while that's just melting, I thought I could make a card with this one and that butterfly. And I've got a small, this is a 5-inch, I made a 5-inch square card. I cut out a rounded square with this die. I'm not sure of the make of this. It might be a Simon Says stamp. I'm not sure. I've had it a very long time. But then I embossed another one, this next one down, onto it using my foam mat. I've done that in other videos, so you can see how to do embossing on one of my other videos. Just did that with the foam mat through my spellbinders. And I did wonder about putting that, and I cut another one, a small one still. Wondered about that one. But I think, to be honest, all that lot is probably a bit too much, don't you think? Look, can you see that? I think that's a bit too much. I think kind of like that might be enough. But I think that's kind of cool. I'll perhaps make that one up at the end, but I thought I'd just show you that while this was melting. Here it is. I'm going to blow it out and I pour it into one of these. Let's put it into this one. Trying to get it fairly round. Put that down on there. Right, let's get one of these buttons, a big one. I'm going to use some tweezers. Holding on to the shank, just drop it into, there we go, about right. Drop it into the wax. Now this is a part of a big silicone mat or tray or whatever with lots of these indentations. I bought it on Amazon. I think it is intended, in fact, for wax seals. I'm not absolutely certain, but from the limited space I've got here, I just cut it up. I've got some more bits over there, but you know, for doing a video, this is just perfect. Just chopped it up. So let me just see if that's ready to lift. Let's just see. Maybe not yet. So let's just stick this together, shall we, while we're kind of waiting. But I think that's kind of cool. I will just put a bit of gilding wax onto the edge of this one. This is this button, okay? I've got so many odd buttons, it's not true, and it's really lovely to think that I'm using some of them for something or other. Right. A little bit of gilding wax around the edge of this, just to brighten this one up. I didn't get gold because I bought the gold wax sticks for a glue gun, and I thought they would do for gold, so I thought I would go with bronze instead. But what I haven't tried yet is marbling, so I thought I might try that sometime. Well, we've got a bit of this, actually. I'll put a bit onto this one. You might be able to see the design better. You see, just livens it up. Yeah, so sweet. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I'll come up with something. That one, I think I probably will melt again from that little button, but we'll see. Okay, let me put the top back on this. Actually, I've wiped that off, and I might have used it for this, mightn't I? Never mind. Think afterwards. Let's have a little look. Are you going to come off? Oh, there we go. Look at that. This has got a crown and a shield and, I don't know, something else on. Isn't that cute? Look at that. That looks lovely. Perhaps you could do that with like a little feather behind it or something. Whoa. I think this is lovely. So let's just assemble this. I'm not going to put foam tape on the back of this because the thickness of the seal itself is going to be enough to give that dimension. Plus, if we get too fat, we'll have to pay, in this country anyway, we'll have to pay extra postage for if it's too thick. I keep one of these. This is my guide. If a letter won't go through that, then I have to pay for a large letter. It's got the dimensions on there, so this is a really useful thing to have if you're a card maker and you're going to be sending cards yourself. Right, let me put this in the centre here. To stick this on, I am going to use a large glue dot. Here they are. This is on a roll. It's from, I think it's from Sticks to Anything. It's a company in this country that sells so many things that are super sticky. So that can go into the centre. And do you know, I think I'm just going to leave this absolutely white. So for this little chap, I'm going to put a tiny glue dot on the back. So anything that is perhaps a surface that you don't think regular glue will stick to, glue dots are amazing, absolutely amazing. So we'll put that in there. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? There we go. If you don't have wax seals, you can use buttons if you've got a button or two. I mean, I just think it's lovely. Look at that one. It's fab. So, as ever, thank you so much for watching.